Island of Conquered Worm. A mysterious stranger arrives in the town of Walpole. Mysterious stranger, would you name yourself and your character for the record? Or just your character, that's fine. You don't have to tell the internet our real names.
Tuss Ravel, witch extraordinaire.
And Kobold, correct? Tiny little dragon person.
Everything went silent. Did I break up?
No,
we hear you.
No.
We're just letting you do your thing.
Okay.
Oh.
So, you arrived via kobold-driven ship full of kobolds in Walpole.
Jesus.
Walpole is sort of a mid-sized fishing village. You'd probably, it's not a big city, but it's a place that, it's a trading port, so there's some neat shops and some merchants, and it's reasonably developed. It feels a little bit podunk, but you've seen smaller towns. Notable about Walpole is the fact that all the humans have a somewhat indescribably fishy look about them. Like, if a flounder became a human being, that's what these people are. It's surprisingly mixed. There's some orcs and some goblins about as well. Again, the kind of thing you'd expect from a trading post town. But right now, it's sort of swarming with kobold tourists, including the people from your boat. As you've gleaned on your journey here, many kobolds are making a pilgrimage to this island now. Although you never decided to ask them what their pilgrimage was about, perhaps out of courtesy, or perhaps just because you were focused on your own journey, for you have received a dangerous omen. The stars are going out.
That sounds bad.
Indeed it does. So, the stars are currently pointing you in the direction of a town that, according to your map, is called Uderson. And if you got the bigger Island of Conquered Worm map there, you'll see that Uderson is a little bit far from Walpole. You'll have to go up the river. There's a merchant district. There are some inns, including the Pitt's Pendulum, the Raven's Rest, the Lost Lenore Inn. There's the Mayor's. The Raven's Rest is now called the Waltzing Wyvern. I'm going to update the map.
You're welcome.
The mayor's office, the temple, which is a temple of Gothcliff, the goddess of the undead. So, of those 6 locations I described, the 3 inns, the mayor's office, the temple, and the merchant district, where do you think it would be best to go ask for information about how to get to Uderson?
I think I'll go to the merchant district, see if I can meet any traders who are already traveling, hitch a ride with them.
All right. So you head to the merchant district, and I head to the part of my thing that talks about what's in the merchant district. Okay. Oh, good. I never fleshed this out. That's perfect. So you go to the merchant district. Your attention is immediately drawn by a pleasing aroma to a small restaurant, run by one of those fish-looking fuckers. The name on the restaurant includes a word that you've never read before in Common or any other language. Pizza? Pizza rolls?
More gross foreigner food.
You're missing from
my name's Eddie. Would you like one of my pizza rolls?
Hell, I'll try anything once.
The first one's free. And he hands you, essentially imagine if a pizza roll was made of actual food. You know, if the exterior shell was made of actual dough and the interior is made of actual cheese and sauce, as opposed to whatever horrible product they put in Totino's pizza rolls. He hands you this, expertly cooked. I would like you to make a fortitude save as you eat the pizza roll.
Can I detect poison first?
You totally can. There is no poison.
Okay. Where is dice? Dice is here. What did you say? Fortitude?
Fortitude.
I rolled a 5.
All right. It's not bad. You've had better.
Could be a lot worse.
Eddie was clearly expecting more celebration of his delicious product, but
Sorry, dude. Different strokes for different folks.
he just nods respectfully and considers his life choices. Thought this was the only thing he could do well.
Never give up on your dreams, Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
So beyond that, there's a weapon shop. There's an adventuring gear shop. There's a parrot shop for some reason. And there's a curio shop.
Ooh.
I gotta see what's in the curio shop.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You enter the curio shop. Which one should I use here? Yeah, okay. Into the curio shop. And unlike most curio shops, which are filled with sort of, tacky garbage, maybe some bad taxidermy made to look like a jackalope, some weird trinkets and whatnot, this shop is, well, for one thing, it's themed. Generally, like, a curio shop is an eclectic mix of weird shit. Hence the name, curio shop. Everything in this shop is very clearly a statue or plush toy or painting or, like, t-shirt emblazoned with a dragon. It would be like a dragon gift shop.
That sounds amazing.
There are some tiny sculptures of dragons playing, like, musical instruments. One of a dragon riding what's essentially a steampunk motorcycle. It's really weird.
Is there any listed price for all of this stuff?
There is not. You would have to find the shop owner, who is currently nowhere to be found, although there is a bell on the counter. Do you ring the bell?
Can I look around can I, like, search the area real quick, see if there's any particular object that catches my eye first?
Yeah, totally.
So what would that be? Perception?
Perception would be good, yeah.
That would be 19.
Nice. You find amid all the sculptures, there's one that's a bit more detailed and a bit better painted than the others. It's of a dragon lying on a golden hoard of coins. And the dragon is exceedingly old. Its flesh is so taut on its skeleton that you can see most of its bones. Its once red scales have lost most of their luster and are more of a sandy orange or even like a very grayish pink. Its eyes are deep in its sockets. It almost looks dead, but the craftsman was talented enough to paint just the faint glimmer in its eye that shows that it's still alive as it lies on this hoard of gold coins. And you notice that actually the hoard has a secret door in one part of the pile. And when you click the little lock and open it, it reveals a collection of eggs.
I carefully
not real
reclose.
eggs, not real eggs, mind you, like little ceramic eggs.
Ah. I carefully reclose it and go ring the bell.
There's a moment of silence, and then a thick stream of smoke emerges from the back room, and following it is a brawny woman smoking a pipe.
Ooh.
She's dressed in like snakeskin or crocodile skin armor, or rather, an armored dress. Maybe it's just a very fancy dress that looks like armor, but she looks more like she's ready for battle than to sell you cheap shit in the shop. See anything you fancy?
Yes, that sculpture over there of the dragon with its hoard. How much would that be?
Hmm. Well, see, the thing about that sculpture is that's the advertisement. It's not the actual thing. You know, that's a placeholder, is what we call it. You know, we're gonna get the real thing in soon, couple of weeks. Of course.
You mean a placeholder is that detailed and carefully made?
Yes. Well, you can just imagine how great the real thing would be, then, eh?
It's going to be a sight to see.
Well, pretty grand, I think. Pretty grand. But if you
You
don't
look-
want to wait 2 weeks,
Hmm.
I could give you some instructions how to go to a place where they've already got the real thing.
I would be much obliged.
Now, you wouldn't happen to have a map of the island on you, would you?
Yes, I picked one up at the tourism kiosk.
Yeah, sure it is. Now, you see right here where it says this town Utterson?
Hmm.
What you do, you go down from there, right to the nice mountain range where the good old Castle Radcliffe is. You just take a straight beeline forward from Utterson, right through the Beatrice Forest, across the section of the swirling stream. You go right there, and in the mountain, you'll find a chap. Nice chap, mountaineer. He'll show you the right way to get to the real thing.
All right. Thank you very much. And may I ask why you're dressed that way? You seem like you're about to go out and do something.
There it is. Just my normal clothes.
Oh, well, they're quite impressive.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, listen. If you need someone to help you get up the Great Vein River, because it's going to be faster than walking, go to the docks. There will be these hunchback gentlemen in armor. You go to them, and you tell them old Gawky sent you up. And they'll take you right where you need to go.
Oh god.
I thought so.
Yeah, I had a suspicion.
Thank you very much, miss.
No problem, dearie.
I give her a quick bow and I make my way out to the streets and head over to the docks.
Now you take care. Dangerous things in the woods.
Always are.
So you head to the docks, and there are lots of different bustling sailors and whatnot. But there is one boat, a little bit more primitive in build than the others, that is currently being staffed by a bunch of seemingly hunchback people in thick, like, face and hand concealing armor.
I walk up to them and say, what was her name? again?
He said
Gawky.
Old Goki.
Old Gawky.
Gawky. I walk up and I ask if the name Old Gawky means anything to them.
They look at each other and they look at you. Yes.
Well, she told me that you lot could help me get up the river. I would be willing to pay if necessary.
Where in the river would you like to go?
Up to Uderson, please.
Goddamn it,
They look at each other, and it's almost like a musical sting happens when they do this significant look.
bitch.
And while the others seem like are sharing their significant glances and seem to be a little bit perturbed by this encounter, the leader among them, and you can tell because he's got the most elaborate plume on his helmet, says, "That's just on our way.
Sounds
Come along,
perfect.
pilgrim.
When do we shove off?
Now, if you please."
Oh, perfect. I board the ship.
All right. You board the ship, and it takes you like 40 minutes to get upstream to Uderson. Along the way, make a perception check.
Okay. Oop. Drop the dice. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, I got 16 and the modifier is +9.
Nice. Okay.
25.
So along the way, on one side of the river, at one point you see two knights engaged in battle. The one that is currently winning, in that they are shoving their lance down the throat of the other knight, is a knight who wears blood red armor with white streaks on it that give it sort of a stylized skeletal pattern. The one who's losing is dressed in a far more patchwork and shitty set of plate mail. Obviously, some sort of bandit who got lucky and managed to get a nice suit of armor. Not so lucky now.
And probably not so nice now.
Yeah. Well, with all the blood and the lance going through the gorget and everything. You also see on the opposite side of the stream, in what your map tells you is the worked woods. Briefly, you see a pair of luminous eyes staring out at you from within the woods, but you have no idea what they belong to. And then you get to the town of Uderson. And Uderson is strange. Like Walpole, it's sort of a mid-sized town. Not exactly big, but it's small enough where some people might call it podunk. But it's oddly diverse. There's fish people, like literal fucking fish people, not fish-looking humans, but actual fish humanoids. Running a very large ship on the dock. Not so large that it couldn't go up and down the river, but pretty large for a riverboat. There's a half ogre who's currently leading some unicorns into a building called the Menagerie. And there are a lot of kobolds. Like, there's almost as many kobolds on the street as there are, like, humans. There's a fortune teller who seems to be some sort of naga. Like, she's snake below the waist and snakish human above the waist. There's a church of Henran, and there's a church of Gotchmore, which is where most of the kobolds are congregating around. And
Hold on.
there's a
Hold on.
church of...
I have to back up record.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get fucking OBS ready. No, OBS, I don't want to deal with this. Alright, make sure I turn my fucking mic on. Alright, hopefully this should work. Desktop audio is going and mic is going. So, continue.
Okay. And there's also a somewhat beaten down Temple of Frankenhide, but it's got a sign that says, in the process of being renovated. You also see that there used to be a fence all around the town, but it's been mostly taken down.
It's fine,
while the
Kay.
town's
I just gotta
population-
never mind. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, I'll stop.
And while the town's population may be a bit smaller than you'd expect for its size, the people seem happy and content. As the hunchbacked, armored men dock the boat, the leader of them says, "Old Gaki has told us about people like you, traveler. And old Gaki sent us a sign. She says, there is a group you must look for who will help you find what you seek. You will know them, for they have one man splendid in shining armor, a woman who is also a cat, another woman who looks like she's of the devil but isn't, and a woman who is of the devil but doesn't look it. A goblin, and literally the most terrifying human man you will ever see. Also a wild woman is with them, and a very important owl that isn't always an owl. Or hawk, I forget what his bird disguise was.
Hawk.
Hawk.
Probably a hawk, that makes more sense.
Thanks. They sound like a bunch of freaks, but thanks for the info.
Find them here.
Accurate.
Farewell! May fair
Take care of
winds
yourself.
take you to your destination. And off
You
the
too.
hunchbacked men go on the river, heading off to parts unknown. So now you have a group of people to look for. We're going to tear away from you for a second and go to that group of freaks.
So you got something nice and elaborate for your introduction. All I did was get drunk and wake up in bed with Howard and Ale.
God damn it!
It's in
Record
character now.
again.
To be fair, you also had a brief search of the town before Charlie told you who to talk to give some information. It's not your fault they were drunk that time. Okay. I just saw my name for today's session and it made me laugh.
Okay, I'm recording again. Fuck.
Okay. So my batch of freaks. You just teleported back to Uderson after you accidentally awakened a primeval demigod that may or may not be bent on humanity's destruction, but isn't bent on doing it right now. So you're just gonna let that simmer for a bit. Wait, did Skylar just leave?
Yes.
Ah, well, shit.
Screws up your intro.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it screws us going directly to the plot. You guys want to fart around in Uderson? I think you got some business here. You gotta do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Lelia wanted to go back to poof back to Beckford for a little bit.
Yeah, okay. We're all gonna gather supplies for your next side quest, and maybe during the gathering of supplies, we'll meet someone very special. So let me give you the Uderson map, because I don't think I did that. Just in case you guys forgot what the town's like.
Guys, I think that guy was my grandpa.
Your grandfather? Are you sure?
Do you have his skin color?
I know. Well, I mean, he's the one who uplifted my mom. You know, reason would suggest.
Uplifted.
Or your mother's priest?
Not really.
Who am I to judge? I don't know.
I've never heard of a priest giving someone, like, super intelligence.
story about it.
Yes, but
I've
you've
heard the
also read.
reverse.
Yes, but you've also read stories where kobolds are 7-foot-tall fire-breathing monsters.
They're the same story, actually.
Um, return to the issue of what the hell is uplifted. It doesn't seem to mean what I think it means.
Means basically giving an animal or a plant the ability to talk and think and reason for itself like a humanoid.
Oh.
I actually accidentally did it to a bird once. Dude was not happy about it. I still receive dead squirrels on my doorstep time to time.
Birds are dicks. Bats are best.
Wait, you have a door? You have a doorstep for something to leave for squirrels to be left on?
Well, yeah, I need a shelter to store all my stuff, don't I? What, you thought I actually just lived on the branch of a tree?
Honestly, knowing you, I won't be surprised.
I have a tree house. It's not great. I'm not a carpenter, but you know what? I'm proud of it.
It has doors, apparently.
Larry's just gonna turn to Morty and say, "Take it, mean you."
I kind of just not here like. Yeah, kind of Aaron is kind of jealous. The levels are rising.
Yeah, Lelia turns to Morty and says, "He didn't mean you, Morty."
He shrugs. God damn it. That's not misgendering my dragon. She shrugs. Hey.
Well, team, we're back in Uderson.
I have a thing I need to do first, and Lelia just pops away.
Well, team, most of us are back in Uderson.
I was waiting for the punchline.
He's the best straight man.
Can we go check up on the menagerie? I've been worried about that guy.
Yeah, I have kind of too.
Sure, let's go pay him a visit.
And Lelia is currently in Beckford.
All right. So you guys go to the menagerie, and the half ogre Ivan is whistling a jaunty tune as he leads a couple of unicorns inside to a nice new pen where there's lots of food and their hay bale and everything. Meanwhile, you notice that there's an addition to the menagerie when you enter. There's a gift shop with some of his bad taxidermy in the gift shop.
Care to show a picture so that Luna knows?
Yeah, let's do exactly what I did the first time we went here.
Let's horrify the newbie. I got you.
Just do
It's
a quick
hazing.
Google search. So this is a good one. Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
Show her the table crocodile.
Freaktastic, Mr. Fox.
Well, listen, this is done.
Mr. Fox.
That is
Yeah.
accurate.
We gotta do this the way it was done, which is a Google search of the word bad, of the phrase "bad taxidermy."
Indeed.
So I want you to look at these things and imagine that instead of normal animals, these are magical creatures, like griffins and whatnot, but
one's actually not too bad.
taxidermied this way. And that's the rough image I want you to have. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, come on, Google, quit being a shit. Last one from me, just because I want to get on with the show.
No, no.
But I was
Not
listening to
easy,
Shocking too.
Green.
And when you look in on him, he's got a couple more animals in his stables, and he turns and he sees you. He's like, "Oh, hello."
New friends! Awesome! See, this place is coming back together.
Oh god, did I give Ivan a Russian accent, or did I just go?
It was
Pretty
deep
sure he had
Cockney.
Cockney.
He almost certainly
Yeah.
had Cockney because I love doing bad Cockneys. Oh Christ! The horse of Nile. Oh god,
That what was what the amazing crop had.
it's lovely to see you all again. Have you seen my lovely friends? I've got some new little friends finally. It's so
Aw.
nice to have the sounds of life in here again. And all of his animals. There's not a lot at the moment. There's a couple of unicorns. There's like a juvenile griffin. They all seem very happy in their pens. They're living a nice little fun existence.
Don't get any ideas. Don't get any ideas, Sancho. Unicorns only like virgins.
Sancho nods, knowing that he has stuck his dick in too many affiliates to qualify.
Wait, so Sancho's a pedophile?
Isn't
No,
a filly a
Philly
female horse?
No,
is
that's a
term for
mare.
female.
A filly is a baby horse. It's a baby female.
Yes and
Alright,
no.
then-
It can be a term for a female horse.
Bears look.
Too many people with too many horses. Sancho has had sex with a lot of horses. That's a joke that we killed. We killed that joke.
I just
Congratulations,
actually
it's dead. You know what? Everyone gets 20 XP for killing that joke.
When
I
the hell
used
we
to
gonna-
I used to speak with animals, just talk up to the unicorns. Everybody comfy?
Oh, it's very comfortable in here. I wish I had a virgin so I may lick the milk from her breast because mythical unicorns are creepy fuckers.
Awesome.
Yeah. Ivan's doing fine. Let's cut to Beckford just a bit. Just make this real nice and sporadic. So we're back in sunny Beckford. The plague isn't violating things anymore. Life seems to be fine, and I assume that you're directly outside of the shop you want to be outside of, which is Mathau's cat-killing curiosities.
Correct. Really, I would like to go there.
All right, you go inside, and inside is Mathau's, and she is currently packing up all her shit in boxes.
What's going on here, by chance?
Well, the lawman came through.
The lawman.
Oh yeah, I don't remember if you knew about them. There's this group called the Red Talon, and they kind of try to enforce the Baron's will around this place. And they kind of take it upon themselves, being paladins, to sort of root out any possible bad people. And they got a real nice, thorough search of my shop. So I'm moving.
Have you considered Stoker by chance? I know full well that the Red Talon doesn't have any sway there.
I was thinking Stoker, but I think first I'm going to check with some acquaintances I have in Shelley.
Popper is just knocking at the doors, telling you that calzones are out of the oven.
And I'm going to pause this a second because I have delicious
Might
calzones
wanna
I need to get.
Let them cool for 5 to 10 minutes.
Alright, I'm gonna start recording here then.
Well, I guess it's break time.
Of course it is.
I can catch you up. We basically puttered around and didn't do anything. We Ivan has some new animals, and we're happy about that.
And Sancho has
Okay.
apparently had lots of encounters with mares and fillies.
Have you seen his charisma score? Goddamn.
And Lelia poofed back to Beckford to go have a chat with Mathals.
Oh,
And turns out she's-
calzones smell delicious.
And turns out
Yeah.
the Red Talon told her to pack her shit.
Or maybe not, because they don't seem to be the very diplomatic sort when it comes to the raw evil she hints at.
But yeah, so I'm moving. So I'm gonna try Shelley first because I know some people there, and I know that the Red Talon aren't going to be getting there anytime soon. I'm really lucky. They seem to be after somebody else, so they didn't. The Talon member didn't seem to stop and check things out too much, but he did say he would be back and he would have some serious questions.
Who is he looking for by chance?
Oh, well, he didn't say who. He just said that someone had burned down Hog, and he was going to find those responsible.
Oh.
Yeah. I can see that.
Scatter's deranged giggle of joy.
So, just having to pack up an entire store and move as soon as possible before those psychopaths get back and try to kill me because they'll figure out what I am pretty quickly.
You need any help by chance?
I mean, I could definitely use some help packing, but, aren't you an adventurer? Don't you have shit to do?
Right now, we're supposed to be gathering for supplies for a next assignment, but I came here to talk with you about something anyways. I have nothing to grab.
Well, I got some spare time to at least listen to a conversation.
I have an inquiry about another tiefling of note. One who was born, he says Doyle, but I'm not exactly sure. Specifically inquiring into who his mother is.
Do you have a name?
He goes by a single letter. Wears a mask.
Well, the single letter thing's kind of interesting, but it's not ringing a bell. And I know quite a few tieflings who wear masks. It's kind of smart to hide if you've got some demon in you.
He primarily wears a blank white mask, only revealing one eye. May or may not have also been responsible for Alligari.
Well,
What was that? That was a huge sound.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Probably.
That was Pac-Man. He
He's having a
died.
seizure.
Let's have a moment of silence for Pac-Man.
What the hell?
That fucker deserved it.
Anyways, he does eat the spirits of the dead, so I suppose he does. Well, I can't say I know specifically who you're talking about, but I was intrigued by the whole overthrow of Alligari and how it was by some tieflings. Did a little bit of research into it, but I didn't get any concrete information other than the fact that it was a couple that was doing it as opposed to a single.
Well, it was me and that I'm married to.
Well, congrats! You're married to an anarchist.
Basically, yes.
One of my friends are in that situation.
Details?
Well, some of the marriages go well, some of the marriages don't. It all depends on the couple. But I will say this, looking at it vicariously, they seem to go through one hell of a ride.
I can confirm.
Listen, when I get set up in Shelley, I could try and do some readings and see if I could pinpoint this person for you. I've got enough to try and locate a tiefling who wears a white mask that obscures everything except for one eye, who was involved in the destruction of Alligari. Could probably find some way to pull some strings to get some information for you. But I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. Sadly.
That is understandable. You can carry on then.
Yeah, but hey, if you're ever in Shelley, look me up and I can see if I can help you out.
Thank you for your time, Faust.
No problem. I hope you're doing well.
Also, she whispers into Faust's ear, the Southern Sasha has been dealt with.
Oh, little Eddie? How's he doing?
He has a new home in Stoka with his last sister.
That's sweet. Wait a minute. They're looking for you. Oh, shit. Oh, you're going to have some explaining to do.
Well, not anytime soon. Bye. And puff. Poof.
And as you poof out, she says, sooner than you think, I fear. Back in Uderson, Lelia poofs back, and when you poof back, you poof back right next to a very quirky-looking kobold, not dressed in the usual dress the kobolds native to Uderson. Moonlighting, what was your character's name again?
Tasra Vel. Vel for short.
Ravel, like that?
Space, but after the Tasra. It's like Tasra is the first name.
Tasravel. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tasravel, you're just minding your own business, sort of searching for these fucking freaks you were told to look for, when suddenly, literally out of nowhere, poofs a woman who looks like she's one part dominatrix and one part like vampire hunter.
Accurate.
Yeah.
With like a librarian's haircut and glasses. And I just want to emphasize, she just pooped right next to you without any warning.
I wonder where the rest of them went. Probably to the menagerie. Knowing them.
And is now muttering to herself right next to you.
Good lord.
What a fucking freak this lady is, huh?
I'm trying to think of something clever, but I got nothing. I say hello! Where did you come from? And what do you want?
I just came back from Beckford. Teleportation amulet. Trying to find my party.
Oh, so this isn't a surprise mugging.
No.
Okay, good.
To be fair, with our party, it could have been.
Oh, come on, Ayara's not here for this.
First off, fuck you. Second of all, how we went. Second of all, well, Arrow's smart enough to not know that she wouldn't need to do that. Just need to use Howard.
Also, Aries not here for this, so it really can't be a surprise mugging.
I don't
And
want
plus-
people!
And plus with Ari, you would never see it coming. You would just find your pockets empty one day.
Your house on fire.
And Dick's drawn on probably knowing our party.
If I do mug somebody, I rest assured I will draw dicks on them.
Oh boy.
There's gonna be wanted posters everywhere. Wanted, the mysterious dick dabbler.
Oh boy. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to a serious horror campaign.
For serious people with serious role-playing skills. So the weird dominatrix librarian vampire hunter just mentioned her party, which is a weird choice of words.
I ask her, so this party of yours, perchance are they a group of weirdos who stick out like a pair of gloves that don't even go with themselves?
That is one way of putting it, and I would agree to every word you just said.
I think I was told to look for you. Any idea where your companions are?
Lately is suspicious because she just got told the Red Talon's looking for her, but seeing that she's a kobold witch, Laylia's suspicions are immediately eased as Red Talon and kobolds? No.
Nah.
Meanwhile, from the menagerie, a loud voice comes, "Oh my god, this griffin is so cute!"
Oh, there they are. If someone sent you, considering you're a kobold, someone we know probably sent you. All right,
Yeah.
just follow me.
Big rough woman wearing snakeskin dress.
That's someone hold on.
That's no one you know.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but come on, it might
To be
be
fair,
enough.
we do know a lot of big, gruff women.
You do, but not this specific big gruff woman, who in my mind looks like Large Marge from Pee-wee, but before she does the horrible monster transformation. That was the worst accident I ever seen. And when they took the body from the burning wreck, it looked like this! Anyways, Pee-wee Herman briefly entered their campaign, as he should. You guys, you get to the menagerie, and in the menagerie, Talia is currently pinching the cheeks of a juvenile griffin that doesn't seem totally into it, but also doesn't seem to know how to respond. Much like a cat would when you ruffle it. It's like, I don't know what to do with this.
I can relate.
There's also the rest of the group. I won't repeat their description again. They're all chatting with the half ogre owner, and it all seems very amiable and happy.
This is definitely who I was looking for. I don't know how they could be anyone else.
I mean, it is exactly as the hunchback knight described. There's a person who looks like the most terrifying human male that you've ever seen. There's a sorceress with orange skin and giant fucking horns growing out of her head. There's a literal Catwoman. There's a knight in shining armor. There's a goblin. There's a hawk. It's a motley. Well, I don't think you brought all your animals inside, but it's a motley crew. It's a motley crew, and not the band.
I should probably add that to the stock art then.
It looks as if you've made a friend. That's a little unexpected.
Friend is a strong word. I'm supposed to work with you, I think.
Aaron's going to raise an eyebrow. So, Umut sent you?
Spy?
Someone's... I don't know. I just got told by these hunchbacks on the dock to look for a bunch of freaks and misfits. And I don't mean to be rude, but you fit the bill.
That sounds about right.
Sounds about right, yeah.
You often do what hunchback freaks tell you what to do that live on the pier?
I do, and I don't have anything better to do.
That's a good answer.
I like her already.
She'll fit in.
Also, I should probably tell you that the Red Talon is looking into what happened to Hog.
Oh shit.
What the hell's a red talon?
Paladin, a group of powerful paladins, and they basically act as law around here. Well, sort of unofficial law. Thing is, they aren't really. Thing is, their idea of what is right and wrong is a bit misguided.
Likewise, they ran Mephisto out of town and heading for Shelley.
Oh, those fuckers!
They're
Any
a
chance
goddamn
they-
gang, is what they are.
Any chance they dress in? Is there any chance they dress in bright red armor, painted with a skeleton?
That sounds right.
Kind of shtick, yeah.
Probably. I assume.
The skeleton sounds new, I think.
Wait, the one you see have a sight.
I think he had a lance.
The one with the scythe we know.
You know, they work for the Baron, and I'm a Baron. Why don't I have my own band of paladins?
Paladins?
You got too bad. You got us.
We're better than paladins.
No.
Paladins.
Paladins in plate armor.
You say that. I'm just thinking, imagine Robin Will.
Ahead of the goblins. Once life.
Yes.
He just has a bunch of letters. Oh god, I'm sorry.
Paladins are overrated.
It's the One Step Ahead song, only it's sung from the perspective of the lawman trying to kill the thief.
That'd be kind of interesting, actually.
Shit! Now I know what the Fifth Talons villain song is gonna be. Well, villain in air quotes.
Isn't the fifth talent? Don't we know the fifth? We met the fifth
Yeah,
talent.
Fifth Talon is Lilt.
Mm.
I mean, that's why I said villain in air quotes.
And antagonist. Yes.
That would be a really peppy song for her to sing as she's trying to stop a bad guy. One step ahead of the bad guys. Okay. So you're all together. I would suggest informing them about your quest, just because that's a good plot for. We're just like telling each other what you're all are doing. Yeah.
Right. All right. So, what is your name again? I don't believe we properly introduced ourselves.
Val. Just call me Val.
Nice to meet you, Val. I am Howard, Sir Howard Donovan.
Pleased to meet you.
And this here, as you met our friend Lelia, this is also Talia,
Hello.
Ari, Tig,
Spy.
and then this here is
Yeah, you cut off it, buddy.
and this here is Buddy.
I like his mask.
Buddy does not say anything. Instead, his eyes glare at you from beneath his mask.
Do you have your goat with you?
My what with
He
me?
is
Your goat.
he is a terrifying creature.
Goat's waiting outside.
Ah.
Bringing animals into a place that already stores animals usually ends badly because they always believe you're stealing something. At least in my experience.
And we are on a quest.
Go on. Quest for what?
Well, it's hard to explain. There's quite a bit going on, but basically, we're trying to stop the world.
The end of the world is what got eaten in that.
Wait, you're actually trying to stop that?
Yes.
We kind of sort of got strong armed by the gods to do something, so...
No, we didn't. We could quit now.
Well, that's life.
You seem like a trustworthy stranger, so I feel confident in sharing all of this to you.
Oh, I'm super trustworthy. Definitely. No doubt.
But
Yeah.
apparently what's been happening is that the stars are going out due to this Hellstar Ramina or something.
Hellstar.
Yes.
Metal Gear.
It's a star that eats. It's a star that eats It's a star that eats planets.
And if we
We
don't
unleashed
stop
a giant-
something from waking up, that star is going to eat
Holy
this
hell.
planet.
Is it alive?
Yeah.
We unleashed a giant dinosaur to deal with it. We think he needs help.
Yes.
So how do you fight a star?
Well, with the giant monster.
We don't fully know that part yet. We're kind of doing this step by step.
We look for a demon. We've ripped a demon lord a new asshole. Well, how hard can a star be?
Well, I suppose it's a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
By any chance, have any of you been to that castle in the mountains I was told about?
Wouldn't that jog Ari's memory of what to do now? I don't think Ari told us about the...
Oh, I told you.
Aaron would know about it too.
I have no idea what this memory is.
Castle in the mountains, you say? Can you tell me exactly what that means?
Castle Radcliffe, probably.
How motherfucker, I will get this name down. How Tazra was told by the sweet woman who runs the curio shop that there was something special to seek in the mountains in the part of the mountain range that happens to have the Castle Radcliffe. Not at the castle itself, but in that mountain range.
What was this thing you were seeking?
A cheap curio? I mean,
That makes a lot
apparently
of sense now.
the thing that
Yeah.
was on the counter was, or shelf, was a little bit more fascinating and detailed than everything else around it, and I was told that was only a placeholder, and that the real thing was over there, so I figured it might be a good place to start, trying to figure
Oh,
out what
boy.
the hell's going on here.
What
What?
was the
Yeah,
curio
usually,
shop's
yeah.
woman's name by chance?
A treasure hunt.
What was the
What was it?
curio?
The curio was the statue I just mentioned. The name,
No, what did it look
I'm-
like?
it was a very old, almost skeletal-looking dragon sitting atop a hoard of treasure.
Oh, just another dragon, not treasure.
Was it red?
Ah,
Was the dragon red?
Yeah?
It just kind of immediately perks up with the word dragon.
Where did this lady tell you to find this dragon?
Castle Radcliffe in the mountains. Like a little bit southwest of here.
Did she give you exact directions? This is important.
I was... not precisely, no.
Because we got a prophecy telling us that we had 2 days to rescue a dragon.
And it's already been won!
dun dun
Well,
dun!
sounds like a good place to start.
So,
If we only have a day, we should probably get moving soon.
all right.
Good idea. You think on your feet, like